Look, squeeze. Blue draw corkers. Hey, box drop. Lead grip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Second and 11. This is complete to Michael Thomas. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
50, plant. Rock it. Kill, turn up.
They'll look to throw here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 18 Gator. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the route. Watch the route. Hey, orbit. Lead dribble.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Go out. It's a part now. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And some room to run now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Looking to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Go next. And two-stop. Hey, Delta. 53, check 53. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On the ready.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Go. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get it.
They'll look to throw. runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, check 33. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot. Just
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on.